Kinda.
Okay, so we've been watching Love is Blind season 10.
Yeah, with all the other 30-year-old women in the United States.
Yeah. Season 10
We have
is
thoughts.
located in Columbus. Yeah, we have thoughts on the people of Ohio. Well, Columbus, Ohio. And,
Okay, but isn't it hilarious?
uh,
Like they were like, "Oh yeah, it's the Ohio season," but like last season was Denver. It's like cities, like Atlanta, Dallas. Like, why is it just
yeah,
Ohio?
well, and like Bree's from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah,
She's not even from Columbus. And one of them, I can't remember, is from Cincinnati, which I know that's in Ohio, but they said it was Columbus. That's Cincy. That's different.
different. Yeah.
Um, Ashley and Alex are both from Cleveland. We've got a variety of people here.
I don't know why they can't just wait for their cities. Like I don't know, like
I don't know.
they just like even Denver, it felt so forced because like Sparkle Megan, like allegedly was from Colorado, but she like was living in California for the last like 2 decades, and it's like, girl, what are you even doing? Like, why
I
don't you just
know.
wait until there's like an LA season? Like, you're obviously just
I
gonna
think
live here.
I think it should be people that actually live in the city. Like that's so much more fun. I feel like people are like, "Oh, they're going to film it in Denver or Columbus or whatever." And then people move there like a month before and they're like, "I'm from
Yeah,
there."
I'm from here. I have a connection here. Yeah,
And they don't.
I feel like the Minneapolis, was it Minneapolis, Minnesota, whatever was that the season before Denver? That one was good because those people were like from there. I feel like they had like the accents and like
I like that. I feel like every major city like that has its own culture.
yeah,
And if people are coming from different, like with Bree, she told Connor, she's like, I'm from Michigan. Is that going to be a problem? And he was like, no, because he didn't go to OSU. But if you are actually from Columbus, that would be a huge problem
yeah. He
being
did
from
make that one
Michigan.
through.
So I thought that was just one, I thought that was weird. And then the people on this season,
And
okay,
it's weirder
can you
too when
just,
you're watching it and you live like you lived in Ohio, you know, and like I live in Denver. It's like weird when you're like watching it and you're like, you're not Colorado.
yeah, when I watched Denver, I was like, I feel like none of you are from
Yeah,
Denver.
no.
And then I lived in Columbus and I've lived in Cleveland. Alex doesn't really count because he's a nomad. Like he doesn't really belong anywhere.
Oh my God, when he talks, he sounds like I was telling Blake this other day. He sounds like my brother. Like he's just like,
He does.
and I hate it.
Cannot sit still.
I hate it for Ashley because I'm like, dude, like you're obviously here because you want to like boost your Instagram and like use
Yeah.
that to pay for you gallivanting all over the world. And it's like, what? Like, you can't just like. And I feel so bad because Ashley is like obviously there to find love. Like, she really wants to get married. And
Yeah.
there's always one person on every season that gets bamboozled. And I feel so bad for them because her intentions are so genuine and his is just, his intentions are just not.
He's so cute. And she's just like, I guess I'm just going to make this work and we'll travel. But I think deep down, she's like,
She wants to have a
you know,
career and like be set. Yeah.
she's looking to get promoted. And I'm like, if you get promoted and if you don't work from home, you're going to be stuck in Cleveland. And I don't think Alex wants to get stuck in Cleveland.
No,
So
no. That whole scene was so cringe and like
that was awful.
I know, and I just thought before they got to the honey, not the honeymoon, sorry, the trip, the Cabo trip or whatever. I'm like, oh, they'll be like solid, like they will be like so solid, like it won't matter, like whatever. And then as soon as he saw his second choice, who was his second choice? It was
His second was the short girl. She's with the guy with the freckles who was like totally detached.
oh the one
What is her
where
name?
he said, see, I can't even like get their name straight until I'm like
His name
several
is, hold
episodes
on,
in.
hold on.
Is
Cast
she the one that didn't
of
do enough Pilates for her boyfriend? For the guy? He was like,
No, that's Chris. He's trash.
yeah, he is.
And he wants to go after his second option, which is Bree, and she doesn't look like she does Pilates either. So,
Okay, it's so funny because I literally thought the same thing in my mind when he was telling, what's her name, the doctor, the internal medicine doctor, when he was telling her that she wasn't his type because she's not fit enough and she doesn't work out enough, and I was thinking like,
that's
okay,
Jessica.
huh?
That's Jess. That's Jessica.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, okay, so you're gonna like dump Jessica, who is like, she's a skinny, teeny tiny little girl.
She's a she's adorable. I mean,
I was even looking at her when she was sitting on her couch in her house when they were like talking, when they were
yeah,
like touring her house or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh,
yeah.
you are thin. Like, you are tiny.
She is. She admitted that she like doesn't work out. Hold on. Oh, Brittany is the girl's name who was Alex's second choice. She's the registered nurse. But let's go to Chris and Jessica real quick because this is just
It's
so. First of all, Jessica owns her own home.
and it's cute too. Like, it's like a nice.
She's absolute. Her body is absolute tea. Is she a stick? Like incredibly thin? No, she's not. But she is. She's got like curves where you need curves. Like she's
She's like
beautiful.
smaller than us, I feel like.
She's
Like,
adorable. I don't know. Her teeth
like,
are
you could
like
just like pick her up. Like,
perfect. She's got her shit together. She's absolutely adorable. And Chris is like, I want someone who does Pilates every day. And then he made that comment of, I saw Brie in person and that's who I'd go after. And in my head, like, don't get me wrong, like Brie's really pretty, but she also doesn't look like she does Pilates every
no,
day.
she doesn't look like she works out really at all ever. And I don't really work
No,
out at all ever, so I know what it looks like.
I don't either, and that's not a knock. Both of these women are beautiful, but you can't say that to somebody.
No.
Be like, I'm looking for somebody who's like this big around and does Pilates every day, but now I'm
And
more
also
interested in my second
looks like he
option.
looks like. Like, I'm like, dude, you're not a catch, by the way, just so you know. Like,
No,
you're not a catch.
he's not cute at
No.
all. And I'm just like, first of all, Jessica should run for the hills. Don't even give him the time of day. And then Bree is getting exactly what she wanted in Mexico. She's getting all this attention from Chris and Connor now.
Yeah.
And she's being a shitty friend to Jessica because she's flirting with the idea of Chris giving her this attention. So
Oh,
I think
absolutely. Spot
I
on.
think Bree and yeah, I think Bree and Chris deserve each other. I think they should run off and be together because I think they're both assholes. I feel bad for
Feel
Connor
bad
because
for
he
Connor
seems like
too.
a genuine guy. Yeah, he seems like a
I
genuine guy.
feel bad for Connor, which is weird because I didn't think I would feel bad for him when they were in
Yeah,
Mexico and Brie was like, I don't know, I just think it's like weird that nobody like we all had these like connections and everybody just met up with each other and acted like it was nothing. And then he was sitting there and remember and he was like
yeah.
I was like, ooh, dude, not the reaction I feel like she's looking for. Like you look a little like disconnected. But now I'm
He
like,
definitely
he might
did.
be too good for you.
I think he was pissed and was trying to hold it together
Yeah.
because I also think he had some booze in him. And when you're angry and have booze in you,
It becomes a whole different thing. Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
whole thing. But now I'm just like, wow,
No, she's not
Bree and
it.
Chris suck. No, no.
You're right. They
Um,
deserve each other, I think. I mean, I could see them potentially ending up together like after the show wraps or whatever.
yes, absolutely. I think so too.
I also feel
Then there's
Love's Not Blind. Like here we are in season 10. Like obviously Love is not blind.
we have figured it out. Shay. Um,
I will continue to watch every single season, but I'm just like,
Me too.
I think we know now. Like the question is answered. Like Love is not blind.
It's basically like it's basically The Bachelor and The Bachelorette without seeing each other at first and then changing.
Well, my thing is just like I think I said this in one of my TikToks too. Like if you know you don't like somebody with dark hair, if you know you are not attracted at all to people with dark hair, I guess I don't understand. Like, I mean, I do understand, but like, why can't you just say it in the pods?
Yeah, just I mean, attraction at a certain point is important. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But I just feel like these
but
men out here, like, these men are like, their standards are here, but like, they're not even meeting their standards.
no, Chris is a prime example. Um, Connor's okay.
I just want to know,
Who else
like,
we got?
where
I
they're
mean,
getting these standards. Like, where are you seeing this? Because, like, is it the edited photos on Instagram of these, like, Instagram models, and that's what's, like, the
I
whole
don't
same
know.
sort of
I mean, these men
thing?
aren't even that
Like,
real. Now, I think Alex is a good-looking guy, but I definitely think he has a lot of issues.
Alex. Oh, I thought he was a good looking guy too at first, but then, like, when they were in Cabo and he, like, saw his second, who was his second?
Brittany.
Yes, that's right. And then he
Yeah.
like got really weird towards Ashley. Like remember in the like hotel room in the bathroom,
Yes.
he all of a sudden was
Yes.
like the ick. It was
I
just like
know.
major ick. And then like when he was meeting Ashley's parents and he was acting like it was a job interview, and I was like, dude.
That was cringy. I give major props to Ashley's dad though. I think he had Alex figured out. He clearly is a
Yeah.
smart guy.
It was
And I
so
think he has
funny when
Alex.
it was so funny when Ashley's dad was like, my daughter, she's just notorious for picking the wrong one. And I'm like, it's
You know?
me. I'm your daughter.
So good. So good. So yeah, it was when they when Brittany and Alex met up in Mexico, after they were each
Yeah.
other's like second whatever. That whole conversation between both of them, and I really like Brittany, but I think they were both in the wrong for this. They were basically saying to each other like, "Crap, we should have picked each other because physically
We're
we're
attracted to each
alike."
other. But Brittany's trying to make it work with that guy.
She is, but I'm like, when there's other significance, what's his name that Brittany's with? Devonte or
Yes,
Devo or
Devontae. Yeah. Is that how you say his name?
um, I don't know. And Ashley, when they see that clip, like if I was the other person that wasn't involved, I'd be like,
What's
wow,
the
maybe
deal?
you should go be with them because you were basically saying, like, hey, if this doesn't work out, we're clearly physically attracted to each other. So let's just link up.
I feel bad for Brittany because it's like with Devontae, it's like that saying, um, if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah,
It's just like
totally.
their whole relationship is like, girl, if he wanted to, he would. Like, you know what I mean? Him leaving the hotel room early in the morning, him not like sleeping in bed with you, him not like wanting to
Yeah.
cuddle, him not like wanting to like touch you or like talk to you really, like, girl, like red flag.
Yeah,
And he's doing a really good job at explaining himself away.
he
I feel
is.
like, like if you're a girl that's like infatuated with him, you'd be like, okay, like that makes sense. But when you're watching it, it's just so like, and then sometimes I feel like, I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like sad for judging these people because you don't really know like the full conversations that they're having.
That's true too. A lot of it's cut out, and we've learned that from previous seasons that a lot of
Yeah.
these conversations are cut. They're exhausted from hours and hours and hours of conversations,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. I get that, but at the same time, like at first I felt bad for him because his grandpa died when they were in the pods.
But he
But at
stayed.
the same time, like, exactly what I was gonna say. He stayed. Like if you decided to stay, you need to be all in. Like you decided to stay.
And now
So
he's like using it as like, "Ugh, you made me stay."
yeah,
You're like, okay, dude.
I feel like he's definitely a guy who's clearly got like another option going on over here.
You think?
Just like
Like outside
potentially,
outside of like who they who they put on the show with him?
potentially, because I feel like nobody else is interested in him.
No.
But he's like keeping her at bay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like
Like
just
he's like
enough. Like he's like
just enough to keep her there
yeah.
until he knows that all of his other options have been exhausted, which sucks for her because that he's settling for her and she's better than that.
I feel like there was a lot of couples this season too, and I feel like the only couples that we really saw in the pods was Emma, which I have like so many
Yeah.
thoughts about Emma. I just like cannot even.
I do too, but let's talk about real quick. You said too many couples.
Too many.
Vic and what's her bucket, the blonde that he's with, they had to go to Malibu and not Mexico because of budgets, because there were too many couples that got together.
So I saw she posted a TikTok where she was like clarifying why, but I didn't watch the TikTok. I think it was
Okay.
like at work or something. So I should go back and watch it and see. But I'm interested to know like
Yeah.
why, like did they specifically like they asked all of the couples like
So
who
I googled it because I was convinced that like one of them had a record and like couldn't go into
that's what I
Mexico.
thought
Like
too. I was like, oh,
that's what I thought.
one of them
I
needs
was
a
like one of them's in
passport.
trouble. Yes, and couldn't get a passport or whatever, and couldn't go to Mexico because they went to Malibu. So then I Googled it because I wanted to know the gossip there,
Yeah,
and it turns out that the Love Is Blind team, whoever decides, was like, we have too many couples, it's not budgeted, and they picked Vic, and her name is spacing me. I feel
I
so bad,
know.
but
Yeah,
they're they're very cute, and I feel like they're actually going to stay
I think
together.
they're gonna
But
get
they
married.
picked them. Me too. They picked them because they were the least problematic.
Really?
So can you imagine you go on this show to find love, but you don't get to go to Mexico because you had the least amount of drama?
Well, I know there was a couple in, I think it was Minneapolis, that did get married, but they weren't on the show. They like matched and everything.
Really?
Yes, and apparently they like matched and they like left the show together and like went off and like got married on their own. Yeah, like crazy.
I have to look this up. I had no idea. Why
Apparently,
don't they share stuff like
apparently they don't profile all the couples that like make it or that like match or whatever. It's only the people that
I
like
mean,
drama.
I get they want the drama for the ratings or whatever, but like at the same time, like
I know.
the show was created to see if Love is Blind, and this couple right here.
They
Let me look up
succeeded.
her name. They are gonna succeed. I
Yeah.
just feel
Yeah.
the girl's name. Christine.
I like
She's
Kristen and Ted.
the
They're cute. They seem like they're gonna go the
they're,
distance for sure. Yeah.
they do. They've got like the same goals and morals
Yeah.
and
Yeah. They're very like
you
they're
know.
on the same page for sure with like everything.
Yeah, but I was just like, what a bummer they didn't get to go to Mexico because they didn't have like issues with anybody else. They didn't have issues with each other. I mean, they got to go to Malibu. That's fun.
They didn't
That's
have second
great.
matches probably, and they weren't gonna like all meet each other
Yeah,
and stuff. So,
yeah.
um, what did you think about Emma meeting Mike's family?
I knew you were gonna ask me this,
I didn't know he
and
was Italian.
he's Italian. I couldn't have guessed that by looking at him though. Because I'm used to you and Blake and just being like darker, and I feel like he's not dark, like his skin or whatever, but his family seems so genuine and sweet.
They do.
When I found out when I found out he was Italian and that she didn't want children, I was like, this is going to be such a huge problem for their culture.
Yeah.
Like they love children, have all the babies, you know, and she said that, and you could tell the siblings, the parents, I mean, they covered it up really well. They were very supportive. I feel like that was rare for an Italian family. I feel like that could have gone way worse than it did.
Yeah.
Um, and not because it's like a bad thing, but that's just their culture. That's what they want, and I get that. Um, but I was just like, oh, I just don't think this is going to work out. He wants to be a dad,
Like
like
so
he really does.
bad. Like yesterday.
So bad,
That's crazy.
yeah. And then meeting her family seems really sweet as well, but I
Yeah.
did get the ick when her sister was like, I love my kids, but if I could go back and redo it, I wouldn't have my children. And I was like,
When
you are so rude.
when she said
Like,
that, I was like I was shocked because I feel like there's things that you say to yourself and then there's things that you say out loud.
yeah,
Like she said the quiet part out loud, and I was like,
yeah. And I was like,
girl, if you feel
I mean,
that way, like,
first of all, I was like, this is recorded and has been on television, so your kids will be able to find this clip 10, 15 years from now.
imagine.
Um,
And then she's like, I
so
would love to
that's
be an aunt. What?
I know. And Emma was great with those kids. Like as soon as her sister's kids came out, I think her sister's name is Katie. Her
Oh, is
Katie's
it?
kids came out.
Yeah.
I think so. Her kids came out and Emma was great. And I was like, what are you talking about, girl? You've got chemistry with kids. Like, this is great.
Yeah.
And you could tell that Mike was like, ugh, like, this is so great. But yeah, her sister just gave me major ick. I mean, I have kids. Yes, they're so stressful. I'm exhausted. Look at these bags under my eyes. Like, I get it, but
Yeah, but you
like,
wouldn't give them up, or you don't think to yourself when you're waking up in the morning, like, God, I wish I didn't have you.
yeah. And if somebody asked me, like, if you could go back in time and not have them, I would be like, what? No, I would have them again and again and again and
Yeah.
again. And every
You just
time I
have to put
love
your
them.
best
They're
foot
my
today.
Yes, they're my family. Like that's
Totally.
so when her sister said that, I was like, did you just say that
I
on
was
TV?
so
Like,
yeah, I was so taken aback too. And then it kind of like started to fall in place. Her sister's very dominant. And I was like, "Oh,
mm,
you
I gathered
are
that. Yeah.
yeah." And I was like, "Oh, you are trying to make your sister happy by doing and saying things that she likes and
Yeah.
thinks." Like it was like very
Yeah.
clear that she was like,
I could see that.
you know, feeling pressure from her
Yeah.
sister to like live a certain lifestyle, you know? And then when her sister was
Yeah.
like, I just want to make sure that Mike supports you. I have like, this is just who I am. Mike supports you in your decision, whatever you make. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like when you're a couple, that's like a couple decision. That's not like,
Totally.
you know what I mean? Like Emma doesn't
Yeah.
get to just like decide what she wants for her future, and then Mike has to like go along with it. Like that's something that you like do as a couple, and that's like why you choose to get
Yeah.
married because you're like ready to make decisions as a team instead of just like solo.
I mean, it's not just Emma's life, it's Mike's life too.
Exactly.
So if he wants children, he deserves to be with somebody who also wants to have children. And
Yeah.
if that's not Emma, that's not Emma, because she deserves to not have children if she doesn't want them. Now, I think her excuse for not having children is a little weak. And let me explain that because I know
Yeah.
that can sound a little rough, but
No, you're right.
I get it. You're adopted. You don't know your medical history. We are in 2026, girlfriend. There are doctors who literally just do genetics.
Yeah.
Like what she had. Also, she might not want to find her family, like that's fine, but she could contact the orphanage that she was adopted from and get records. I mean, my father-in-law is adopted, and what he had to do if he needed information on his biological family, he has since met them. But before that, I believe what he did was he was adopted through a Catholic church, so he just reached out to the church to get information.
That's so interesting. And they told him like what like medical background, like family background.
I don't know for sure. I would have to ask him. It's been a long time since we've
Yeah.
discussed like his adoption story. But everything went through the Catholic Church. Everything went through the Catholic Church.
That's so
And
interesting.
then when his mother was his biological mother was wanting to meet him, she had to go through the Catholic Church.
That is so wild.
And the church reached out to my father and said, if you want to meet her, write us back. And if you don't, let us know. And then if you do, we will arrange it. So like everything was very like,
Tight.
and I just feel like she could do that too. Like Emma could do this. Like there's so much genetic testing now. I mean, there's so much she could do. Like if that's her one and only fear about having children, if that's what's setting her back,
Yeah.
then not setting her back, but like if that's what's holding her back, there are a ton of different avenues I feel like she could go down.
I feel like that idea was like put into her head by somebody.
Probably her sister.
Like I feel like it's too like buttoned up, you know, and like and I could tell like, you know, when the guys in the pod kind of like pushed her, I don't think she was expecting to be like asked why she didn't want to have kids. And then the way
Yeah.
she started to scramble in her mind, like you could just tell she was just like, and like, I guess she doesn't know if
Yeah.
she's gonna pass like the whole birthmark pre-cancer thing down to her kids. But honestly, like that's something. This is like hate that I got on TikTok when I posted my TikTok about her, but like that's something that like doctors can tell you the probability of that. I mean, like, you know, like when you have like genetic things in your family history, you take the chance. Like,
Yeah.
you just know there's like a 30% chance that you're going to pass it down to your kid, and you just like take that risk, you know?
I mean, so many people have cancer that run in their family or heart issues or whatever. We have, I have a couple of cousins. They're distant cousins. They're like second, third cousins who have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So for each of my children, I got the early testing for Down syndrome, which has come a very long way. And some people poo-poo that. Like there are some
Yeah.
people who are like, how could you get genetic testing? You're playing God. And it's just like some people just want to be prepared for what
You're like,
it doesn't mean.
God already rolled his hand, dude.
Yeah,
He already
like
played his hand. I'm just trying to see
it's
who
already
won.
here.
It's
Like
like cheating, kinda.
yeah, like it just I'm just trying to like better prepare. And I mean, look at all these people though who have children and all their tests are clear and they have these babies and everything's good for the first couple years and then baby gets leukemia or
Yeah, signs
you
and
know
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, my son came out perfectly healthy. I did all the right things, and he's autistic. Like it just these are the chances you take when you have children, and it is what it is. Like, and you just roll with the punches. But there's so many things she could do if that's what she's really worried about.
Yeah.
There's so many things she could do to.
I also just think she's too young. Like, she's 26, 27.
Yeah,
I feel like you say a lot of things as a woman when you're that young, but once you hit like
yeah,
33, 34, 35, and it really starts to like come into perspective in a different way. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
start to really think like not in like a my clock's ticking sense, but you start thinking
yeah,
like, okay, like if I'm gonna have a baby, what is it gonna do to my body now that I'm older? Like, how am I gonna
yeah.
care for a child if I'm like a little bit? Because like I mean, my mom had me at 36, and it's like
Same. Yeah,
I'm 35, and I feel like my body's not the same as it was when I was 25. Like, how am I gonna like, you know? I sit in a chair
yeah,
for too long and my back hurts. Like, how am I gonna, I think you're just
yeah,
it's different. So, and you start to like think about those things when you get older, and I feel like she's not at the age where she's thinking about those things because she's still so young and she wants to like go out and have fun,
yeah.
have a good time. But here's the thing, like, I also don't understand why she's looking to get married. I feel like she has reiterated time and time again that she's not in a place where she wants to be in a locked down committed relationship.
I know.
I feel like she just wants to like she's like the kind of girl and like her 26-year-old self, she wants to like go out and have fun with her friends and like
Yeah,
maybe have like a guy that she can like, relate to and talk to and hang out with, but not necessarily like be married. You know what I mean?
I do know. Yeah, I mean, again, her and Mike just confuse me. They're cute, like they have fun together and stuff, but like he clearly wants to get married and have children. Like he's
Like
there in
right
his
away.
life.
Yeah.
And she's, like you said, 26 and still having fun, and that's also great,
Yeah.
you know.
But he wants a
Um,
wife, and I don't, and a wife in the very like traditional sense. Like he wants like, and she just doesn't. I don't think that that's her. And I feel like
so
as you
there.
get older, those things like matter more. Like
He's Italian, like
yeah.
as traditional as it's gonna get. Like I don't even
Is she
know.
gonna even learn how to make a sauce? I don't know.
I don't maybe not. I mean, I don't know. There's so many conflicting things there. I mean, and again, she's 26. She really doesn't even know if she wants children or not. I mean, my stepmom always swore she never wanted to get married or have
She
children.
was just telling us the story until she was like 40, and
Yeah,
then she met somebody, and she
and
was
she,
like, "Wait a minute,
yeah,
I want to
and
do
she's
all
in her
those
40s.
things."
I don't even remember how old she
No, I
was.
don't know
She
either.
was older. Her and my dad were older, and it got to the point where it was like we're gonna be old anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we might as well. The comment she made, my dad just turned 70, and when they were thinking about having children, um, my stepmom was like, "Oh my God, you're going to be 70 when our children go off to college when they turn 18." Well, that day has arrived,
It's here.
and she finally she sat down one day, looked at my dad, and was like, "You're gonna turn 70 no matter what.
Yeah,
So you might as well." And they did it, and I can't even imagine a different life
I know.
than
I can't either. Like, how boring.
how bored for real. Like
Like, how
uh,
boring.
they would just have their grandchildren and no twin drama. My sister's twin drama.
Kids make
Uh,
kids make everything better. They really do, and you don't realize it until like they're in your life, you know.
yeah,
And it's
it's
like,
so
yeah, like holidays and birthdays and like stuff that like just kind of happen.
yeah.
Even like my sister's kids, you know, they're getting older and they know Santa's not real now and like stuff. And like your kids like still think Santa's real and like they wake up early in the morning and they're like so excited and it's like an excitement that you don't have as an adult, you know?
There's so many things like, and it's so funny because my husband and I are always like, we need a break, we need a break, we need to go on vacation. And then we go on vacation with like you and Blake or whoever. And the whole time we're on vacation, we're like, "Ah, you know who'd love this? The kids. The kids would love this." And the whole time we're like, oh, we need a break, we need a break. And then day one, like when we were in Mexico and all, day one, we get to the hotel, we're waiting for you and Blake to get there. And we're like, know who would love the slides? The kids. We should bring them here. Like it's
They would love it.
ridiculous.
I mean, they just make everything better. It's hard, but they make everything better. It's just like so great.
Oh, it's exhausting, but
Yeah.
it's a blip of your life. Like literally, my son's gonna be 8 this year. I was thinking about this. He's gonna be 8 this year. I've got 10 more years with him in this house.
It's like so
That's it.
crazy.
10 more years.
That's so
And then my
crazy to think
daughter,
about.
yeah, will be 4 this year. I've got 14 years left, and then she's gonna go live her own life. Like that is a blip of time.
So
Like that is.
it's so crazy.
Now I'm gonna be wishing they were at home so I knew what they were doing. You know?
I think about that all the time. I know we were just talking about kids yesterday, and I would love, I would love like four. I would do like five, six. I mean, like you know, in my little mind right now. But the thing
I
is
know.
like, and Blake, my boyfriend's so right. We can't afford more than two. There's no way.
They are expensive. They're not as expensive as you think, but they are expensive.
Yeah,
But when we had our first, I was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna be broke for the rest of our lives." But then it gets easier as they get older, and
yeah, yeah,
I remember because I always wanted a fair amount of kids as well, and so did my husband. He was an only child, so he was like,
yeah.
"Ugh, I wanted siblings," and then I got siblings later in life, and having a big family is great, and I was like, "I want that. I want my kids to have all of these built-in besties. Like I
Right.
want that." And then we had our second, and I was like, "I'm good. I did it. We've repopulated. This is
We
fun."
really-
And I remember my husband looked at me and he was like, "I just really don't want to be outnumbered in this house. Like
It's true.
I
I mean, that's
cannot
the
be
thing.
outnumbered."
Yeah,
And I didn't want to just have one because I knew I wanted my child to have a sibling so
yeah,
that they had somebody. And I know sibling relationships don't always work out. I get that. I'm hopeful that this does.
yeah.
They're besties now, so. But um, and so I knew two was going to be good, and then three somebody's left out because you're
Yeah.
got an odd number, and then four I'm like, oh,
You
now
can't
you're
even imagine
totally
life before, right? You're like, this is
now you're making a
crazy.
sport. No, now you're making a sports team. Like,
I know.
how do you have quality time with each one of them?
I think that
So
Blake
I
will
don't know.
change his mind. Like I told him, I think once you have a kid, you're just gonna be
Yeah.
like, you're just gonna want more and more and more because it's just like, I think that's just how, not all men, but I think some men are like, wow, that's actually kind of cool. Like,
I remember because Ryan, my husband, had never like been around kids. He didn't babysit.
yeah,
He wasn't a sibling. Him and his cousins are all about the same age. So they kind of just grew up together. So he was never really around kids until my sisters were born.
yeah,
Then he was around them. But never really had to do anything with kids. And I remember thinking to myself, when I was in the hospital having our son, I was like, this is going to be really interesting. He's never changed a diaper. He refuses to hold other people's babies because he's scared he's going to break them. I was like, this might be our only kid. This might really break him. I don't know. We'll see. And then our son was born, and he was like, "This is great. It's my best friend right here." And I'm like, love that for you.
I think it's probably different when
And
it's your own, right? It's like a little more like
it's so different because I'm such a germaphobe. I am such a
it's like if
germaphobe.
you
Don't
fuck
breathe
up,
on me.
it's your kid, so it's like nobody's gonna
Exactly.
yell at you
Uh,
for like dropping your own. I mean, they might, but like
they might,
they're not gonna
but
sue you or anything.
like I'm such a germaphobe. Like yuck, yuck, yuck,
Yeah.
gross. Don't sneeze on me. Don't puke on me. My kids, so dirty. I mean, I touched a door handle tonight and it was wet, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. You know, we're just like, this could be any fluid.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And you kind of just
Yeah, you
roll,
just do it. You just go move forward.
roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you have kids, you kind of just stop caring about everything else. You're like, this is
Yeah.
the fam, and it's great. I think kids are great. I think Emma should give it a try. She's so good with her sister's kids that,
She's influenced for sure. I think that there's like a little bit of influence going on,
yeah,
which is so weird because her mom was so down to earth and so open and like so
yeah,
nice and gentle about it. And I was almost expecting her parents to be the opposite of that. I was expecting them to be
same.
very like, well, she doesn't want children, so what are you going to do about that? How do you feel about that? Are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah,
Don't make her change her mind.
yeah,
Her mom said something that
yeah,
my mom always says to me, and it's like when she was talking to her about having kids, and she's like, it's fine if you change your mind, I support you. I'm just saying, for your whole life, you said you didn't want to have children. So I want to make sure
yeah,
that that's actually a decision that you're making for
yeah,
my mom says that to me all the time.
yeah,
Like, this is what you told me. So I want to
yeah,
make sure. And I actually kind of appreciated her mom for that because it really is like calling it out, you know?
yeah.
And Emma shouldn't trick Mike into getting married either.
No, absolutely not.
You
Hold
know?
on, we got to pause because Lane's looking at me like I have to go to the bathroom. Hold on. Bailey? No. Bailey was like giving me the eyes. He was like, "Girl, I gotta pee now." I think both. I think both Emma and Mike actually come from really great families, like both of them.
Yeah.
I do. I think they both come from like really supportive, loving
I
families.
think their parents would get
But
along.
absolutely, I do
My
too.
sister pushed
And
the shit out of Mike's family, but, I'm judging
yeah,
her, not her, so whatever.
I think Katie, Emma's sister, and then Mike's siblings might clash a little bit, but you can't have wins all around.
Yeah.
But I do think they can come from really supportive families. So if they do get married, like I think they're gonna get support. But I just hope they both like really sit down and like think about what they want in the end. Because poor Mike, he really wants the fam. He really does, and that's great. Because not a lot of men are that dedicated to being a dad and a husband. Like right
I mean, I
right
think
then and
these
there.
people that join Love is Blind have to remember that, like, and they say they do, but, like, do they? They just have to remember that this is forever. Like, it's literally forever. And, like, you better be damn sure. And I feel
Yeah,
like the common theme, too, in Love is Blind is, like, men in the beginning, they're all in. And then they get out of the pods, they go back to real life, and then they're like, oh shit, we're gonna get married. Like,
yeah. And then they're like,
we're gonna
"Oh,
be
God."
married. Yeah, and then they kind of start to like freak out a little bit, whereas like the women are like, at first they're like, oh, this is like for real, and then they get out and they get used to it, and then they're like, okay, this is like fine. It's almost like
Yeah,
you flip a little bit, which is like so weird.
yeah. It is weird. I know. I feel like you're joining the show to get married.
Like you should know
Like,
that, like
like get married. But let's be honest, a lot of those men and women are just joining to like get followers on Instagram.
oh,
That's what they're doing.
100%. I mean, Alex is for sure doing the show so that he can gallivant all over the
Oh,
globe.
totally.
And you look at Ashley and it's like you just know that she knows what's going on. You know
She does.
she knows that she's
She's
getting
smart.
paid, but I can't tell if she's sticking it out because she also wants to follow through with the show and hit the altar, or if she really likes Alex and she's wanting to make it work. But that girl deserves like She deserves so much more than what Alex can offer her.
And I feel like she could get anyone. She's as cute as a
Yeah.
button, dedicated to her work. Like she's got a good family.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And
And Alex
Alex,
talking about his girlfriend timeline, and I'm like, dude, you just don't even know like which one is
oh,
left. Like, what are you
he has no
talking
idea what's
about?
going on. He has no idea what's going on. He has no
No,
idea.
he
He's
doesn't
and
have any idea.
his mom seems to have some pretty significant
Oh,
issues
I
as well.
forgot
Listening
about
to
the
the dog,
mom. When we met the mom,
I was like,
when we met the mom, I was like, I get it now. You are like the prince. You are like the little boy. You are like the most amazing thing that ever walked the planet. Everybody else who raised their sons not like you raised them wrong. You can,
yep,
you know, he can do no wrong. And it, yeah. When they called
yeah.
his mom on the phone and she was so like, oh, you got engaged? Like that worked out.
And then she was
She
like,
was like mad about
she,
it.
and then she was like, I'm on the road. I'm in Arizona. I don't know where I'll be. I'll see if I can get out there. And I was like, this is your kid. Okay. Like, and, and Alex clearly has a complex with his mother because he has said it more than once on a show that he was a mistake, that he was an accident. Sorry, he was an
The
accident.
period tracker
And
thing
I'm
was
like,
crazy to me. Red
oh
flags all the
God.
way around. The thing is like
How-
watching that scene. I understand reality TV. You're doing it for, you have to do it. You have to have those conversations. If it's a conversation that my parents can't listen to, I'm not gonna have it with you.
You know,
It's not the one for me. Like, you know what I mean?
I could
Like,
never, yeah,
if you're gonna talk
I
about
could,
tracking my period, that's so controlling. That's like the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure, of what he would like to do. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I could just
yeah,
see them traveling around the world together because he wants to, not because she does. Him cheating on
yeah,
her, them doing all the, you know what I mean? I could just see, and then him gaslight. I mean, the way he gaslights her on his dating timeline was just like, and it's like
I
she knows
know.
it too. Like she's like,
She does. She's not stupid.
no, no.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing
she's,
is, he thinks she's buying it.
I fear that she's going to give up her career, which it sounds like she's like on a good track with promotions and stuff. She's going to leave Cleveland where she's got her support system family and she's going to go
Yeah, he's gonna isolate
all
her.
the places.
He's gonna isolate her.
Florida, Arizona, those are like the two main places he
And
talks
for
about all
what?
the
So you
time.
could be a soccer coach? Like what?
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna make her
You can't be a soccer coach anywhere else.
You're gonna make her leave her job so that you can go be a soccer coach. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
To like high schoolers? Like, are you crazy?
I know, it's
Please
insane.
give me a break. I hope that that's one couple that like when they get to the altar, I hope that she goes first and she says no. Because I feel like
Me too.
he totally deserves to be told no.
Yes, and he's not going to like it, but yes, I agree with you.
He's not gonna like
I
it.
totally.
But what's funny about that is I feel like if he were to go first, he would be the one saying no.
Yeah, and it would crush her.
All on her. It would be
She's
all her fault.
on her, yeah. On her,
Well,
yeah.
I don't
Um,
know which couples are going to get married, but I don't think a lot of them are actually going to get married. But
I think Vic and Christine will if we even see their wedding because we barely see their lives.
I think they'll
Um,
definitely get married. I feel like their backgrounds are so similar, like as their family life and upbringing. It's like they just mix
Amber,
blend.
we haven't talked about Amber,
Ooh, which one's?
and she's the one where everyone's like she looks so old.
Yes, she's the
Um,
PA, the physician assistant.
what's his name? Yes,
Oh, he's so
and his
creepy.
name.
He's like a big teddy bear.
He's so he's so adorable. I'm obsessed. Yeah, Amber, and then
Do you think
God, he's
that
so
Amber's
cute.
actually 33 years old?
Yeah, I do. I think she's gone above and beyond with work. I don't know. That's what I
Like
think.
like stress from work or like work actually done to her face?
I think she's gone above and beyond having work done to her face.
Really?
I do. I think she's is something about her cheekbones. I don't know if she's done something to her cheekbones. Jordan, Amber and Jordan.
Yeah.
Um,
They're good. I think they're cute. I don't think she's gonna be a yes at the altar.
you don't?
No, I think he
Oh
will
my
be.
God, why?
I think
Why?
I think so. I think like when they had their reveal and they first met each other, I think she was
Yeah.
a little taken aback about like just how much of a teddy bear he was. Like
Yeah. I could, okay.
I think she's very like into her like not necessarily like her physique, but I think she's very into like you can tell she works hard to be as skinny as she is, and she's really
Oh, totally. I think she cares very much about how she looks physically.
yeah.
By the way, I went and stalked her Instagram, and I don't know why she ever went blonde. She used to have like this reddish brown hair, gorgeous on her,
Really? Yeah, and that's
gorgeous.
the
I'm like,
thing too. Like when I saw the way, and I actually like her. When I saw the way she was like styling her hair, though, I was like, girl, no, 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 no. This is
no,
like not the 1980s anymore. Like we're not like baking brownies and like
yeah,
full housewife garb with the apron with the hair and the you know what I mean. It's just like it was just a little. It seemed a little out. She seems a little out of touch. I think to like modern maybe like I
yeah.
don't know how to explain.
I think the I think the blonde washes her out too, which might be affecting what people are thinking about like her
Yeah,
face. Because I do think she's actually very pretty. I think she's an attractive
yeah.
woman, but
She's a little like
um,
goofy. She's a little like
she is.
eccentric, but not in a bad way. And I
No, and
think they're good together, but I don't think that
he's,
I don't know, I just don't think she's like physically into it.
I don't know. I think he's
I
adorable.
think he is
He's
too.
he's he's typically not. I'm like, you have to be above 6 foot and you have to be this big, but waist wise, guys, come down. Um, but 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 I don't know. I kind of feel like they're gonna say yes,
You
but
think?
maybe not. I'm wondering. I do, but I am worried about her daughter.
I am too.
I think
She's so concerned
Jordan.
about it, almost to a point
Yeah,
like it's for me it's like, so is your daughter gonna meet him on your wedding day? Like is she gonna be invited to the wedding? Like is she allowed to attend the wedding? Like how's that gonna work? Like
I I know that Jordan met the daughter's dad and it went well. They didn't film it. Um, he may have met the daughter already and they're just not putting her daughter on TV, which makes sense.
yeah, for sure.
But also, my concern is her daughter is older. So
How
it's been
old is
her and
she?
her daughter. I think she's like 7. She's either 7 or 10. I don't know why those numbers are like
Okay.
in my head.
Six,
She's
seven.
older, 6, 7, but I know she's older, and I'm worried that Amber's like, it's really just been the two of us and we've been making it work. Because she seems like a very independent, strong woman. She's got this great house with her daughter that she's
Yeah,
redone, that's fantastic.
yeah.
And it's just been the two of them, and she's made it work. And like she said, they're in a good school district, which
Yeah.
is so important. And
He wants to be close to
Jordan, is like, he wants to be close to the bars downtown. I get that too because that's the lifestyle he's in. Like, I get that. And she's not really willing to budge because when you find good schools, like, I get it. Like, you got to be in a good school system. And she owns her own home that she's worked really hard on. And he's just like, I just want to be near Columbus for the scene. And I'm just
which
like,
is weird because I'm like, what scene? In my head, I'm like, what? In my head, I'm literally like,
I'm like,
what scene?
I'm just like, you're the one who wanted to go on Love Is Blind to get married.
Yeah, yeah.
You now have to make sacrifices. Like, I don't know.
I
It's a lot. I
definitely
guess we'll see.
thought, I definitely thought, this is gonna sound really mean. I definitely thought that he was gonna see her and be like, no.
Same. I thought that too. I thought that too.
Because I feel like he's kind of one of those guys where like he's like such a teddy bear and he's like so sweet that he's like almost like to a point where he's like, I can't do it. Like even if I have to be like fully in or I can't do it, but I feel like he's like actually trying, which is crazy. Because I didn't get
Yeah.
that vibe from him in the pods. Like in the pods, I felt like if he didn't fully connect with somebody, he was fine to leave. Like he was fine to go home single.
Yeah. I picture him with someone who's like Christine, who's with Vic, the
Yeah,
speech pathology.
yeah, I could see that.
Just like Just like girl next door, pretty. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
I'm young and cute and I'm like a
Yeah.
teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's what I picture him with. But like Amber's like, I have a degree and I've raised this baby all by myself and I own my own home. And like she's very like,
Yeah. She's very accomplished.
yes, yes.
And I
And
don't know
you
what
know,
his situation is because, like, he kind of in the pods, like, he kind of alluded to the fact that he's not, like, super successful.
what does he do
I don't know,
again?
but
Let
I
me
feel
look at it.
like he kind of was saying, like, he's like, oh, like, I'm not, like,
Oh, he's an account executive. So
yeah, I mean, I just feel like in corporate America, it's like that could mean so many different fucking things.
that could be so many things.
Yeah.
I have also been an account executive
Yeah.
and I just ran marketing projects. So that could mean so many things. Uh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
he doesn't, I mean, and he also did kind of allude to the fact that he's not very ambitious. And I feel like she's somebody who's a little bit more ambitious. And I feel like
Yeah.
if you have ambition, you need to be with somebody who has similar ambition. Otherwise, it gets like a little resenty.
He wants to live by Columbus because it's a very big college city and he wants to be partying.
Yeah.
Like that's why he's still living in
I
that,
mean, he even said his
you know,
friends signed him up for Love is Blind because they were so sick of seeing him
yeah,
single. But it's like,
maybe he wants to be single. We don't know.
I
You
don't
know.
know if there'll be a no and
Anyway,
a yes at the altar. That one will be interesting to.
I don't know. Yeah, that one will be interesting because
I totally.
I guess I am a, yeah, I know.
Are
I don't,
the weddings happening this drop?
I think so. That's what the preview looked like. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
just
what
feel
it
like
looked
this
like.
season was just so like, like there was like good stuff, like there was like good nuggets, but it was like, okay, like,
There's yeah,
can we find people
there's some
like,
jerks on this season.
yeah.
There's some jerks.
Well, and I also love how like what's his name, Connor, and who's the guy that broke up with the Pilates? Who's that? What's his name?
Connor and
Yeah,
Chris.
I love how like Chris confided in Connor after he broke up with his match, but then he's like
And then he wants
Instagram
a girl.
DMing Brie on the side, like
I know. And again, and Bree is friends with Jessica, but then she's
there's no how she.
messaging the guy,
Hold on, he DM'd me. He DM'd me.
and all the girls are like,
What the fuck, dude?
this is why I love Amber because she's such a girl's girl. Because when Chris was talking his
Yeah,
shit,
she
she
shut it
was like,
down.
she was like, "You think you're gonna find another hot doctor?"
Yeah.
Like straight up. And I was like, "That's what I was thinking. Do you think?" Because he's definitely not. Because he looks like Lord Farquaad. So
I saw that meme that was like, how ironic is it that she did her exit interview in
yeah,
in her workout clothes, and
yeah.
it's like she definitely didn't think about that, obviously, but it is actually like kind of funny.
And I was like, "Girl, you were considering selling your cute four-bedroom house for this guy who just complained that you don't do Pilates every day?"
It's
Yeah, no,
it's so insane. It's so crazy.
no,
Is he gonna pay
it's
for
so good.
that? Like honestly, like
Mm. I don't know. Again, I think Chris and Bree deserve each other. That's what
you
I
want the
think.
girl
I
with the
think they can.
Pilates body? Because I feel like here's the thing. I feel like if you're a guy, and I hate to say this, if you're a guy and you want that girl that goes to Pilates every day, watches what she eats, looks great every day, then you're gonna need to seriously bring in some dough to like upkeep that maintenance. Like,
Because that's what they're looking for.
because I'm telling you, the girls that can afford to go to Pilates every day don't have time to go to Pilates every day.
Yeah, exactly.
And the girls that
Exactly.
want to go to Pilates every day can't afford to go to Pilates every day. But they sure as shit will take
Exactly.
your money to go because I mean, I don't know how much it is in Ohio to go to a Pilates class, but here it's like $36 for one class.
It's probably about the same. I mean,
Not even
when I lived
30.
in yeah, when I lived in Cleveland, like they had all those same Pilates chains that you see all
Yeah,
across the
I've seen.
US.
I mean, I tried to get back into boxing. Like, I mean, we've talked about it. Like, you've tried to get back into it too. It's like you
Yeah,
want to go 3 days a week, which is how often you would have to go to see a difference.
yeah.
I mean, it's like $150 a week. It's like insane,
Very, yeah, it's expensive. It's
you know?
expensive. Also, if you want a girl that does Pilates every day, you also need to make sure you look tip
Yes.
top awesome
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
If she ain't doing Pilates every day and paying for that to end up with a guy that looks like Chris. I mean, no offense to
No,
Chris, but
5,000%. Unless you're like either a really, really good guy or you have a lot of
yeah,
money.
exactly. I mean, just like that's just we all know that's how the world
Yeah,
works. I
like just
mean,
gonna put that out there. Like,
okay. He made a statement today. I think it was today. Either way, I saw the article today that he shouldn't have gone to like the bar um, when they all got together again in Columbus or
yeah.
whatever, and they all met up at the bar, and he was drunk and
After
saying
they
things.
broke up.
Yes, yes, and he was saying, "I don't give a flying fuck" every 5 seconds and all that stuff.
I got
He
the
was like, "I should have
vibe
never."
he was like gonna try and get back together with her. Like he was like gonna try and make it work. I do respect her for being like, if this is how you feel right now, then your feelings won't change, and this is over.
Oh, I respect her for ghosting the shit out of him
Yeah.
because what he said was ridiculous, and he kept telling people he was like, "I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that," and I'm like, "That's actually exactly what you meant. You
What you
actually meant
said.
exactly what you said.
And I love
I don't know what
he
other."
spent like 5 minutes trying to explain it. He's like, I need to choose my words carefully. It's like, well, you failed.
Yeah, and she was like finishing the sentences for him. She was like, "So you're saying that I don't look like I do Pilates, so you're not attracted to me?" And he's like, well," and she's like, "That's what you're saying." And I'm just like, "Girl, just get up and leave now. He is such a waste of
I
time."
am proud of her for being like, it's over. If you feel that way now, it's not. I'm not gonna change your mind. So like, it's over. It's over. It's over. Bye. To the
Like,
left. To the
I,
left.
yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we'll see what happens Wednesday.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll
I'm
report.
excited. I dived real deep into Bridgerton last night. So
Oh, did you? I've been watching Love Story, the JFK Jr. and Carolyn
oh,
Bassett
I want to watch that.
Hulu.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's made me realize that I should have been in my 20s in the 90s instead of a baby. And I should have been living in New York, smoking cigarettes and working for Calvin
Yeah,
Klein.
just
That's
your
what
best
I
life,
should have been
right?
doing.
Like, yeah, we can't go back
And I'm
now.
so I wasn't. No, I can't go back now. It's a shame really, but anyway, I mean, what a time, you
I
know.
read
And
this.
I know
I read this thing online that said that we're the last millennials. We're the last generation to live in a time with no internet or no smartphones and smartphones.
and we have been like gone through all like the
Yeah,
phases of tech, like no internet to
dial-up.
like it's taken over our lives. We are history, is what we are.
It's really crazy, isn't it? Like when you think about it.
People wonder why we're exhausted.
Yeah,
We've lived through so much.
we're retired. We're done.
And now I'm mad that I wasn't in my 20s in the 90s living in New York. Can you imagine if you and I were in our 20s living in New York City and then oh my god, we
It
would have
would
taken
be
over.
a freaking blast. Are you kidding me? You can't live there now because mommy Downey's just like.
No, can't live there now, unfortunately.
Just trash.
Although I do still want to go to Canal Street. If I see one more TikTok about
Oh,
Canal
you've
Street
seen it really?
without having a flight with you to go shop on Canal Street, I am going to be
I love
upset.
Canal Street. It was so funny too because Blake was like scrolling and something about Canal Street, probably from your algorithm, came up on his phone.
Probably,
He's like, "Is Canal
probably.
Street nice in New York City?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." But will we go there? Yes, we will.
Absolutely. I remember I went to Canal Street. Remember when we were juniors in high school, I went and did my thing. Lived in New York for a month, did Canal Street, bought all sorts of shit. And I loved every minute of it. And I
It
feel
just
like I
keeps
could
getting
tear
better and better. It looks like.
it.
It looks
It's,
like the quality of
yeah,
goods. It's like, is it Louis Vuitton? It
yeah.
might be.
It might be. It
It's
might be.
actually
We
Louis
don't know.
Vuitton.
Yeah, no, we need to go. That's like on my bucket list. Well, since we can't go to Mexico for a little bit now, maybe we should do that instead.
I know.
Um,
Our yearly Mexico trip is going to take a hiatus for a year.
for a year. It's fine. We'll be back in
It's
2027.
like really scary too, like to think like that could
I
have
know.
happened at any time.
I know, and we were just there less than a year ago.
It's crazy. It's
Less-
really crazy.
Like 6 months ago. It's very sad. And I love Mexico, but I don't know.
It's unfortunate.
Question.
I saw that that cartel though like elected a new leader.
Oh, good. Maybe things will calm down now.
He's like 27 years old, and I'm like, so let me get this straight. This apparently
He's going to be in charge for a
apparently
while.
he's a logistical genius. I said, let me get this straight. Okay. This
Great.
27-year-old logistical genius is running a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I can't even get a
Yeah.
fucking interview for a role that I want. I just want to be
For real,
a
though.
contributor at my job that has 300,000 employees.
No, for real. Well, I hope he gets things situated soon so we can go back to Mexico because I know the cartel loves it when we come down because we give them a lot of money.
Just like wild to me. Like
So
when you really think about it, it's like this 27-year-old is really running this like multi-billion-dollar industry, and he's a logistical.
it's
It's
insane.
like what the fuck?
And like, where did they get those credentials? How do they know that?
Exactly. Like
Where
what
did
do
they
you
pick
do
them
to
up?
prove you're a logistical genius to run a cartel? Like how
Yeah,
does
what did
that work?
like I'm so curious like
Does he have a
what the
resume? Did he
requirements are
apply? Was there like a board? Like how does
exactly.
that work?
Was he like the assistant to the last guy that just got,
I
like
know, I know. Like I was saying, like the Italians have underbosses. There's the boss, and then there's the underboss. You know, just
right.
in case anything happens to the boss, you got the underboss. So it's like, what was
Yeah.
this guy like? Wait, he just like? Because I would assume once the old guy was out, there'd be a power struggle to the top. But it sounds like this guy took over.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. He's in.
Well, I hope everyone's I was watching there was like tourists like posting about being in Mexico and I was like, "No, no, no. I want the locals. I want them
Yeah.
posting." And so I started following this guy who lives in Puerto Vallarta. He's a local and he's like, "Yeah, we're back out on the streets. Like if your business didn't burn down, we're back up and running." And I'm like, "Great. Great."
Also makes you think
And
too,
he's like, "Yeah,
like this guy, this 27-year-old that's now in charge of this multi-billion-dollar company, corporation, whatever industry, how much actual control they have over Mexico after
oh,
this. It's like
every
insane.
everything."
Yes. It
It's
makes me wonder
insane.
how many like cartel people we saw or like interacted with and we just didn't know. You know? Like how many people.
We they knew so much. Like when we were asking the bartender, like where's the cartel? He was like, they're just across the street.
Well, and that's like
And I was like,
even like Blake was saying, he's like you just wonder like, the guy checking you in, like, is he connected to the
yeah,
cartel in some way? Like, like,
probably,
yeah. Which is like also kind of
probably.
scary too because it's like they know your hotel room number. You know what I mean? Like they know all your stuff, and it's like it'd be just so easy to like.
But the thing is that at the end of the day, we really do. We bring them so much money. Like that's what Ryan and I were talking about. Like they're not gonna really
No.
hurt Americans because if they do, none of us are ever going back there, and they will lose all of their money. Like it just like for the next year, they've screwed themselves a little bit because Americans will be like, like this happens every couple of
Yeah.
years, right? Like
Yeah.
Americans are like, we're not gonna go to Mexico, but then like flights get really cheap, and everyone's like,
Yeah. I know
let's go to Mexico.
they start to like weigh the pros and cons. Like, could it really happen to
Yeah,
us? Like, could it not really happen to us? I mean, I don't know. I think if you're at the
yeah,
resorts, it's like generally okay. But I was just
yeah.
thinking like yesterday, like, what if I was somebody checking out? Like, what if that was my checkout day? Like, what do you
Well, I
do? Like, you just
think,
stay? Like, you just shelter in place? Like, you'd
yeah, I
have to.
think you would just stay. I mean, nobody else is checking in,
No, yeah,
so
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to.
I feel really bad for a guy. He was at a hotel, which I don't know why you would ever stay at a hotel that didn't have like a restaurant or a bar at it.
Oh, he didn't do
Um,
anything?
he was at a hotel that did not have a restaurant or a bar, and they had to shelter in place, and he hadn't eaten for like a day. And I was like, I'd be passed out. Like, forget the cartel, I'd be dead
Was there
from
like
blood
snacks in
sugar.
his room? I would like the bar snack. I would be like,
So I guess the staff going out and getting them food from like a gas station across the street, or which was great of the staff to
yeah,
do. Like, that's awesome. But like, think about how many people were in the hotel without food, and you can't drink the water out of
yeah,
the
like
sink,
water
otherwise
and
you'll be
stuff.
sick.
Yeah, like bottled water. You would need bottled water.
You need bottled water. So the staff members, I did hear the staff members have been great, like to everyone. I feel confident that if we were there, when we were there, this was like Victor would have taken really good care of
Yeah,
us.
like the hotel specifically that we stayed at.
Yeah, like the staff
Yeah.
was, I mean, these men and women were phenomenal. Like they
Yeah, I don't
really,
think
they wanted us
I
there.
think it would have been even like I thought about this too. Like we wouldn't have gone on the beach or anything like that, but I think it would have been okay to like leave your like go within the hotel. I just don't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have gone
yeah.
on the beach or anything. And
We didn't,
we didn't go on the beach at night or anything.
we didn't really go.
Yeah, we didn't do anything like really.
Well, Ryan and I, we went to, and we saw that turtle. I was actually scared. You guys had gone back to the room, and Ryan and I were walking back to the room, and Ryan's like, "Let's go on the beach," and I was like, "Terrible idea." I mean, I was like, Blake and Mariel think that we're going back to our room, and if they don't see us tomorrow, they have no idea that we're going to the beach right now. So anyway, we went to the beach,
So
and
anyway, we did
all
it.
we saw was that we did it anyway because once Ryan has an idea, there's no going back, whether danger's involved or not. And we saw that huge turtle, but I was freaked out being on the beach because they said like in the resort area is fine, but if you get in between like two resorts,
Yeah,
like that's fair game.
yeah.
And if you remember, our hotel wasn't very wide.
No,
Like
it was
it was like
long.
a,
Yeah,
and we were at the end. Like if we had taken like a couple more steps, we would have been in between two resorts, and I
yeah,
was not feeling that. I would be someone who would be terrible to be kidnapped. Like
yeah.
no, that would not be good for me. But yeah, so anyway,
No, I mean it
prayers for
was.
Mexico.
I wouldn't risk it either. I mean, I think it was fine for where we were, but and Puerto Vallarta
Yeah,
is like a destination too, like a vacation destination. So it's like,
it totally is.
yeah,
I've been there. I've been there on a cruise.
yeah. It's
Like
like, what are you gonna do? You know? I think a lot of places in Mexico are
I do.
very touristy destinations. Honestly, like even Mexico City's become really popular
Yeah,
to travel to.
people are branching out. I saw this guy on TikTok.
They love the
He
danger.
is so this guy on TikTok, he was getting a lot of backlash. I thought it was hilarious, but I like dark humor. You would probably think it was funny too. And he was like, "Congratulations to all the people who are there right now. Like, you have really gotten to experience like Mexico's culture and the cartel. Like, this is so good for you guys." Like, and I was like, I mean, he's not wrong. This is not the first time it has happened, and it won't be the last.
No,
And it just,
no.
anyway, it sucks, but
I
I guess
hope
we'll
it's
see when we can go back
resolved
to.
and like flights start. I mean, maybe they haven't. I just, haven't been paying attention to the news today, but flights starting,
I don't know.
people are able to get out and
Yeah, I hope people are able to get, especially people with small children. I wouldn't want to be there with my kids when this is
that's
happening.
scary.
That's
Yeah.
especially like when food and water is being questioned. You
Yeah.
don't know if you have enough of it. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, that's
But yeah.
scary.
Um, Last question before we wrap up. Do you think Taylor Frankie Paul went home with a guy on The Bachelorette?
I don't
Because I don't.
know. I don't know.
I don't.
Did you see the guys? They had the guys online.
I, s-
I don't
I
know.
saw
I'm
the guy.
like, I don't know if I see her with any of these men. And then I started thinking like, there's so many men out in the world. It's like, how did they pick? Everybody knows who Taylor Frankie Paul is. She's a celebrity already.
No,
Usually people that go on the Bachelor aren't celebrities until they're on the show. So it's like,
correct.
how did you pick these specific group of men for Taylor
Right.
Frankie Paul?
Right. I don't
Why?
know. I just I just don't think she came home with a guy. I just I feel like there's been a lot of hinge dropped where she's been like it's been like Taylor Frankie Paul like changing the game, making her own rules, and is it because she like is the first bachelorette to be like, I'm not bringing anyone home. I choose me. I could see her doing that.
I could see her being like, I choose you, but I don't want to be engaged yet. I could see that.
Okay,
I could see her.
fair. Okay,
Maybe she's
I
like,
didn't think about
yeah, maybe she's like dating someone.
that. Okay,
I
okay, that's a good. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, she could be like, I'm just gonna like date this person, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I just have so many questions. Like, where are these guys from? Like, is this guy gonna move? If she did pick somebody, is he gonna move to Utah? Because she's not gonna leave Utah.
She can't. She's got two baby daddies there.
Yeah,
She's stuck
she's
there.
got mom talk and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. Is
Nah.
she gonna leave? Is she gonna like? I don't know. I don't know. Like, is she just? That's kind of what bugs me about like picking her as the Bachelorette. I think it's great in some ways, but in other ways, it's like, okay, now you're just like kind of making a joke out of your own show in a sense, you know?
Yeah, I mean, she picked someone who's got three kids, two baby daddies. There's nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
but then it's like all the
But
drama that comes along with it.
but also like you also chose her when she was in the middle of a pretty public situationship. Like,
And she was like, that's what I'm saying, like so much baggage. Like she was still sleeping with him. She
yeah,
might have been pregnant, like with his kid, and then she was
yeah.
like, gonna go on the Bachelorette, and like
It's just like,
they were on again, off
yeah,
again, on again, off again. Like, yeah, I agree with you. I feel like it's just not.
yeah. I guess we'll see.
I mean, I will commit to watching the first couple episodes to see how it's going. I'm sure that they probably edited it very well, so it's gonna be very dramatic.
I'm sure.
But from the guys that I saw, I'm just like, I don't see Taylor dating this guy or Taylor dating this guy when I was like scrolling, like I just don't see that. I mean, maybe, but like,
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
it'll be interesting for sure. What is that premiere? April?
March 13th,
Oh,
12th,
March
13th.
Okay.
Oh, I think here comes a kid. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Ryan's taking care of it. Oh, I see children.